Good morning and God bless you. I just want to jump on here and just encourage someone that just because it hurts, just because you're crying, just because you don't want to really do what God is telling you to do does not mean that it is not God's will that you do that very thing. Obedience is never comfortable. Even the things that God obeys us to do that are for our good and are actually blessings, they can also come with a lot of discomfort, fear, just all kinds of things, fear of the unknown. A lot of the greatest breakthrough that I've ever had, increase when I was sent back to college, when I was sent back to work after spending most of my life sick, where I was not able to work. All of those things were scary. I'm so grateful that I followed through and got out of my comfort zone now. But at the time, I did these things with tears. Many times I have done what God has commanded me to do, and I did them in tears. I had a peace inside that I knew God was telling me to do what he was instructing me to do, but at the same time there was a tearing away of self, right? And so a lot of times we're not seeing the increase that we want to see in our lives because we are refusing to give up that which God is telling us to do. And this doesn't have to just do with sin. It can be the place that you live, the place that you work, your relationships with certain people, getting out of your comfort zone, going back to school. It can be all of these things. So a lot of time when we're seeing our lives stagnated, it is directly related to what we are not doing, because all of the warm butterfly feelings don't always continually attach themselves to the command we're given. So there can be aspects of feeling excited. There can be aspects of, just really looking forward to something. But there's also those aspects of that tearing away. And that's just what I keep hearing in my spirit over and over. There is a tearing away and of self toward more of God, right? And for those that may not know, like, our lives are to be crucified with Christ. We are to remain on that cross. And so after God brings us out of, obvious sin and all of this stuff, our lives still have to be crucified to that cross. We still have to stay on that cross. We still have to live in self-denial, meaning that when God instructs us to do something, even if it doesn't totally align with our desires or even what makes sense to us, we still have to obey. And that is where the increase is seen, our increase in our strength, the increase in our joy, and so much like that. So I just want to encourage someone, if you know that the Lord has told you to do something, and even if it doesn't make sense, even if you're in a place where you are quite happy, you are quite content, but you know that you have heard the voice of the Lord, I want to encourage you to take heed, because this is where increase comes from. And never look at the fact that you have sorrow or tears as it not being the will of God, because every great increase, every great thing I've ever done for God, I have honestly done it crying. And I was not able to see the blessing until after I arrived at the destination of whatever it was he was instructing me. So I pray that encourages you today. God bless you.